What's up, guys? Welcome to your home workout. This is Coach Carmine, and this is the basics. We're going to start with a little jog in place. So with the jog in place, you want to focus on bringing your knees forward in front of you, straight ahead. Peeling that heel right off the floor, landing light on the feet. Elbows are bent at 90 degrees. We're swinging those arms with relaxed shoulders. Head is neutral, concentrating on your breath. And just keep that jog going. Next movement is going to be our high knees, which is the same movement you're doing right now, just exaggerated. Now the knees coming higher up, heel is coming closer to the buttocks, still landing light on the feet. As you can see, the calves are contracting harder now. Breath might get a little bit heavier, and that's good. We welcome that. We want that. That's what a warm-up is all about. Keep pumping those arms. Keep relaxing those shoulders. And let's get that heart rate up. Next movement is going to be our butt kickers. All right, with butt kickers, we want to bring those heels up as high as you can. In the beginning, you might find you may not be able to bring the heel up as high, and that's okay. Just contract those muscles as high as you can without pain and trying to stay fast with your cadence. So nice, quick footwork. Shoulders still relaxed, focusing on that breath. Hips are strong here. And we go into our jumping jack toe touch to loosen up those hamstring muscles. Keep in mind you want to keep your back as straight as possible, upper and lower back. Really feel that stretch throughout the hamstrings, behind the leg there. We're light on our feet still, being agile by staying on the balls of the feet. Next movement is going to be our high plank. In this position, our palms are directly underneath our shoulders. The head is neutral. You're going to try and keep your body as straight as possible, fingers spread out. We're contracting the center of our body, our core, to keep that straight line, not allowing for any dipping or turning of the hips. Focus on your breath here, and then we go into our push-ups next. With our push-ups, you're going to press firmly through those palms, keeping that core very tight. So we need to be stable before we can do our push-up. So master that high plank, be very stable there. We can also modify our push-up by bending the knees. And now we're lifting partial body weight. Still pressing through the palms. You can always go back to that full strict push-up position. Making sure you exhale on the way up and inhale on the way down. Let's go for round 2 here. We're going to go back to our jog in place. So we're back on our feet. We're getting those knees straight ahead. Peeling that heel off the floor. Shoulders are relaxed. Focused on our breathing. Hips are very strong here. With a strong core, we have strong movement. All right, time to take that heart rate up once again with our high knees. Don't be afraid if you're gasping for air a little bit. That's okay. We're opening those lungs up and getting them ready for the workout. So it's okay to be breathing heavier here. Just try and keep your body as relaxed as possible. Hips are always strong. The core is tight. But our body is basically relaxed. We're just quickly contracting the muscle and then relaxing. Our head is neutral. And we're keeping our focus. We got butt kickers next. Once again, maybe we can bring the heel a little higher. So try and elevate that heel. Get a full range of motion in those hamstring contractions. Swipe that floor. Light on the feet. Try not to bounce too much. Keep the head as level as you can. That's going to lead us back to our jumping jack toe touch. Again, nice big jumping jack. Arms go overhead. We want to also loosen up those shoulders. And if you have issues with range of motion, that's okay. Just do the best you can. Keep that back straight, especially the lower back. Push your hips backwards to keep your balance over your heels when you go to touch your toes. We're going to keep that stable position of high plank next. All right, back to high plank. We got our palms directly under our shoulders. Core is tight. We're focused on our breath. We're squeezing all of our muscles. If we lose the squeeze in any area, we're going to know the body's going to start to turn or dip. We want to keep it solid. Keep your concentration. Focus on your breathing. From this position, we're going to go into our push-ups next. So again, bending those elbows, making sure the elbows point to the ceiling. Don't rotate your elbows out to the side. Keep that core tight. Exhale as you push up. Inhale as you slowly return down. Remember, the knees are always our friends here. We can go into that modified position so we can maintain strict and proper form. All right, our last round here. Back to jog in place. Peeling those heels, bringing those knees up. Body should be a little more focused here, a little more in the zone. We know the movements now. The mind sent that connection to our muscles. We're still focused on our breath, not shrugging our shoulders. Try not to clench your fists. Keep them relaxed. And now let's elevate those knees. Get them nice and high. Landing light on the feet. Not putting a lot of pressure on those joints. We want to protect our joints. So we have a safe and effective workout, and we'll be able to work out the next day without pain. So keep light on the feet. And we're back to those butt kickers. That heel is all the way up now. Those muscles are warmed up. I might be sweating a little bit at this point. We're focused on our breath once again. Staying light on our feet. And really quickly contracting those hamstrings to bend our knee back. Head is still neutral. Shoulders are still relaxed. And we go back to that dynamic stretch with our jumping jack toe touch. Again, reminder, neutral spine, straight back. Very important to keep that back straight and push those hips behind you. We call it hinging the hips. That's going to direct the stretch right into the glutes and hamstrings. Now you may not be able to touch the toes, and that's okay. You just go as low as you can while keeping form. You'll get there. Just keep at it. Back to that stable plank. Strong position here. Muscles are contracted. Doesn't look like a lot's going on, but there is a lot of muscles working here to keep this position strong. Remember to keep your concentration when those thoughts of kind of resting or giving up, just try and ignore them as much as you can. You can keep this position. Just squeeze your body tight. Focus on your breathing. You'll get through it. Let's go into that push-up. Last round of push-ups. Again, stay strong in your position. Press through those heels. Cross those legs if need be. Modifications are excellent to help you maintain proper form. Form over intensity any day. All right, warm-up is complete. Go ahead and take a little rest here. I'm going to demonstrate the first movement of our workout, and then I'll have you guys jump right in. So for here, the squat, we're going to bend our hips and knees, pushing our hips backwards as if we were going to sit onto a chair. Our body leans forward with a straight posture. I'm pressing through my heels to pick myself back up. It's your turn. All right, our next movement while you're resting here, I'm going to demonstrate is the kick through. So this is a nice stability movement. It keeps the body moving. Good joint support here by squeezing your core. So keep your belly tight, your lower back tight. I'm pressing through the floor with my feet. I'm pressing through the floor with my palms as I rotate. It's your turn. All right, take a rest while we go over the Cossack squat. Here we have a nice wide stance with our feet wider than shoulder width apart. Toes are pointing forward. As you shift your body weight onto one leg, the toes of the other foot will rise. It's your turn to try the Cossack squat. Keep in mind that we're squeezing that core very tight. We're pressing through the heels and making sure that our front knee does not go past the toes. All right, take another rest while we talk about the shoulder taps. Here, there's a great movement. We did our high plank earlier in the warm-up. Now we're going to keep that high plank as we rotate, touching our fingers to our opposite shoulder. On this movement, you want to make sure that you're not twisting your hips. If you do, you can widen your stance for better stability. Go give it a try. Don't forget to breathe, but keep that tight core. All right, let's go to the next exercise. While you guys are resting, we're going to talk about the Supermans. Here, we're prone, lying on our belly. Our heads are going to be neutral. Our arms and legs are straight out. Rising up by squeezing the hips, the buttocks, and the lower back. You're going to raise both the upper and lower body. Trying to hold at the peak of the movement, contracting those muscles as tight as you can. Keep in mind, the harder you contract your muscles, the stronger they're going to get. So give it a good squeeze. All right, let's take a break from that, and we're going to go into our burpees next. I love the burpee, very explosive movement. Great for cardio, great for the heart, great for the lungs, building that stability. Now we're going to make it nice and dynamic by doing some burpees. So here I'm dropping to the floor, slowly lowering myself down, and I'm going to squeeze at the core, kick my knees towards my chest, and then jump in the air. Some people prefer a wider stance. You can go narrow as well, depending on your mobility. Do what you feel comfortable and where you can keep the best form. Back must be neutral. Core must be tight. Very important to talk about breathing here. Exhale on the exertions. So as the exercise is harder, you're going to breathe out. As it gets a little easier, you're going to breathe in. Find your pace. All right, we're going to go into set number 2 here. So we talked about the squat. It's going to be your turn to rest, and then we go for round 2. Good luck, guys. All right, so you can pause the video now and catch your breath a little bit, and then come back, and we're going to do some stretches to cool down the body and lengthen those muscles back. All right, we're going to start in prone position. That means we're going to be lying on our belly. Our hands are right to our side. We're going to do our push-up, and then I want you to extend your hips all the way up to the ceiling. So try and push your hips as high as you can to the ceiling. We're going to keep our back very straight, especially the lower back. Focus on your breathing. Press through your palms, and you're going to try and get your heels to the floor behind you. What I'm doing here is alternating sides, extending one leg as the other leg flexes so I can push more weight down into that calf. Don't force the stretch. Just relax your muscles and see how far you can go. It does not matter if your heels do not touch the floor. Just focus on relaxing the calf. All right, our next movement here, we're going to sit back onto our heels so our toes are together, the big toes. I'm separating my knees out to the side, and I'm leaning backwards as I reach forwards. I'm feeling a nice stretch in the back, in the glutes. Focus on my breath. Right now, I'm going to take my right hand, move it to the right side. My left hand gets placed on top of the right. And now I'm going to switch sides. So this is going to feel a nice stretch on the side of the back, your latissimus dorsi. All right, we're going to be reaching forward again, finishing off this stretch. Really trying to push those hips backwards, relax your body, breathe. The hard work is over. All right, we're going to go into all fours now. So my knees are under my hips, my palms are under my shoulders, and I'm going to slowly rotate as I reach my arm as far as I comfortably can to the side. Here we're just going to relax into it, focusing on the breath, of course. Just let your arm relax. We're going to come back to all fours and then turn into the other side. If you can, try and relax your head to the floor, your shoulders resting on the floor as well. I'm not trying to tighten my muscles up. I'm just trying to relax into a greater range of motion. If it hurts, you're going too deep, just back off the stretch a little bit. All right, back to that tabletop position. We're going to slide one leg forward. So we did right leg first. So bring that right leg forward. I want you to try and bend that knee to a 90-degree position as best you can. And then slowly sink down into the stretch. As I get lower into the stretch, I'm exhaling. So I'm taking a breath in, and as I exhale, I'm relaxing the muscles that are tight. You're going to feel this one in the buttocks and the side of the hip. Just stay relaxed in the position. You do not have to go down low. You go as low as you comfortably can. Fold my arms so I can rest my head down. And then let's switch sides. So I'm going to bring the other leg across. Same idea here. We're gently leaning into the stretch, relaxing our muscles into a deeper range of motion. Feel free to pause the video whenever and hold the stretch even longer. With static stretches after you work out, you can hold them for 30 seconds up to a minute on each side. Right, our next stretch here, we're going to go sideline. So we're going to lie onto our side. My head is resting into my palm, and I'm bringing my top leg up so I can grab my ankle. If you have a pant leg, you can grab the pant leg. You can grab your sock, whatever you can reach. Relaxing the leg, you're going to slowly pull back with the top hand. You can bend the bottom leg or keep it extended out like so. And we're going to repeat the same stretch with a slow release. And let's go to our other side and repeat. This is your quadricep stretch, the front of the thigh. It's also going to stretch the hip flexors if you pull back, if you're able to pull back a little further. That's going to be the front of the hip also stretching. I hope you guys have fun today. Revisit this video on those rainy days when you can't run, or those lazy days where you miss the gym. You can work out from home. We'll see you next time.